Aspiring students of Delhi University in the lurch over the standoff over the four-year undergraduate program. The scheduled admissions for Tuesday have now been put on hold over DU's face-off with UGC. UGC has reiterated its diktat for DU to discontinue its four-year course, but the DU has so far remained silent. No DU representatives were present in a crucial UGC meet which took place on Monday in Delhi. DU Executive Council claims that being an autonomous body, it cannot be forced by the UGC to scrap its four-year course. DU Executive Council member Aditya Mishra claimed that the UGC directive is biased and one-sided. It was free for all at the Delhi University during a television show by TV Today Network. Rival student groups clashed, resulting in injuries to several students and teachers. UGC Chairman Ved Prakash has met Union HRD Minister Smriti Irani. The meeting came a day after ordering DU to roll back its four-year undergraduate program. HRD ministry officials indicate that they will not interfere in the controversy. After resisting the entry of civic officials into the Campacola compound in Worli for 3 consecutive days, its residents finally backed down on Monday as they allowed BMC officials to cut their electricity and water supplies. The decision came after a delegation of residents met with the Chief Minister Prithviraj Chavan. Chief Minister's assurance to extend support and help in redevelopment convinced the residents to vacate homes. An 18-hour-long encounter in Sopore ended on Monday after security forces gunned down two dreaded Lashkar-e-Taiba militants. There was heavy exchange of gunfire between both sides on Sunday evening. Congress leader Digvijay Singh met with Home Minister Rajnath Singh on reports of Snootgate probe being given a quiet burial. Singh said that the case is clear-cut violation of Telegraph and IT Act and an FIR should be registered. Noted film actor and director Aamir Khan called on the Prime Minister Narendra Modi in New Delhi on Monday. The actor said the Prime Minister assured him that he would look into the issues raised by him in his show Satyamev Jayate. Finance Minister said the government has not received any communication from Switzerland about black money suspected to be stashed in Swiss banks. His comments followed media reports that Switzerland is ready to share a list of suspects with India. The Reserve Bank of India has directed all banks and financial institutions to provide information and documents sought by the special investigation team set up to unearth black money. The government has said that it was ratifying an agreement with the International Atomic Energy Agency to expand oversight of its civilian nuclear program in a move aimed at unblocking a major nuclear partnership with the United States. MEA has said that 40 Indians who were kidnapped in Iraq about a fortnight ago are unharmed as of now. The Indians, all construction workers, were kidnapped near Mosul, which fell to Sunni insurgents on June 10th. The budget session of Parliament will be held from July 7th to August 14th, and the first general budget of the Narendra Modi government will be presented on the July 10th. The rail budget will be presented on July 8th, while the economic survey will be released on the 9th of July. The Shiv Sena has said that the decision to make train travel more expensive is like running over the common man with a train. The NDA ally wants the railway minister to roll back the fare hike. Hundreds of passengers in a Kolkata metro train were trapped in a tunnel between Park Street and Maidan stations on Monday. Following a technical snag sparking panic, the trapped people were pulled out after several hours. Union Urban Development Minister Venkaiah Naidu had his day in the Delhi metro today. The minister took a ride on the Airport Express line earlier today and said the supporting infrastructure will be improved to make it more popular. A manager of the liquor bar in Juhu identified Salman Khan in a Mumbai court, saying the actor had come to the restaurant with friends hours before his car was involved in the accident in 2002. A bar owner also testified in court and said that drinks were served at the table occupied by Salman and his friends on that night of the hit and run last month. 3 eyewitnesses had testified before the court and identified the actor. Sugar prices are likely to shoot up as the union government has increased the import duty on the product to 40%. Food and Civil Supplies Minister said that the import duty would be hiked by 25% from the current 15%. CBI has sought permission of Badaun rape case victims' family members for their brain mapping and polygraph tests. CBI has constituted a team of 20 officers, including a DIG of Delhi-based Special Crimes Unit, to probe the incident. The government has said that there was no decision nor any move on visa fee entry of Bangladeshi nationals into India. The clarification was issued after Assam Chief Minister objected to allowing visa fee entry to Bangladeshi nationals below 18 and above 65 years of age. Supreme Court issued notice to CBI on the bail application of National Rural Health Mission scam accused suspended IAS Pradeep Shukla. He sought bail on health grounds. CBI have to file reply within 1 week. In a statement that could hurt sentiments of the followers of Sai Baba, Dwarkapith Shankaracharya Swami Sarupanand said that worshipping the saint was a conspiracy to divide Hindus. He added that Sai Baba's temples should not be built. It was high drama in Pakistan with Nawaz Sharif government diverting Canadian cleric Tahirul Qadri's Islamabad flight to Lahore. Thousands of Qadri supporters resorted to violence in retaliation. Qadri triggered a standoff by refusing to disembark from the aircraft, staging a sit-in inside for nearly 6 hours. He was later flown to Lahore after meeting his injured supporters at Lahore's Jinnah Hospital. More territory in Iraq has fallen in ISIS hands, with the radical Sunni Muslim insurgents taking control of 4 towns in Anbar province. Video uploaded on the internet shows militants on the streets of Qam, one of those towns. U.S. Secretary of State John Kerry has arrived in Baghdad to push Iraq's Prime Minister for a more inclusive government. This comes even as Iraqi forces abandon the border with Jordan, leaving the entire western frontier outside government's control. In a shocking decision, Australian journalist Peter Greste and his 2 Al Jazeera colleagues have been found guilty by an Egyptian court and sentenced to 7 years in prison for producing false news to defame Egypt. India to face England and Australia. England will join India and host Australia for a tri-series which is scheduled to begin 1st Feb. The series will be played just ahead of the World Cup and will give a perfect opportunity for the 3 of world cricket to prepare for a World Cup. The 2015 World Cup will be hosted by Australia and New Zealand. Portuguese skipper Cristiano Ronaldo has admitted that he never thought his side could win the World Cup. The star striker feels there are better sides with better players than his own. Frank Lampard will replace Steve Gerrard as the English skipper for the side's last World Cup match against Costa Rica. This match is also likely to be Lampard's last international appearance for the Three Lions. Andy Murray made a smooth return to Wimbledon. The defending champion started his Wimbledon campaign with a win. The world number 3 defeated Belgium's David Goffin 6-1, 6-4, 7-5 in the final round. Early exit for Sam Stosur. Former US Open champion's poor run continues at Wimbledon. The Australian lost 6-3, 6-4 to Belgium's Janina Wickmeyer. This is Stosur's 6th first-round exit at the grass court major. Despite negative reviews, Sajid Khan's multi-starred comedy Hum Shakals is going strong at the ticket window. The film has collected a whopping 40 crores in just 3 days at the domestic box office.
मैं कैप्टन विराट Indian Army.
And well, it's raining money at the ticket window. Akshay Kumar Sonakshi Sinha starrer Holiday has entered the coveted 100 crore club. Shah Rukh Khan has decided to go all out with the marketing of his new film, Happy New Year. Apparently, Shah Rukh plans roadshows in the US and Canada with his co-stars and directors. Nargis Fakhri has been finally roped in for the item number in Salman Khan's Eid release kick. This will be her second item outing after last year's chartbuster in Shahid Kapoor's Pata poster Nikla Hero.